Young, empowered, and tech-savvy consumers are dictating the rules of the game in the digital arena, and retailers must be agile enough to keep up with them. My name is Lynn, and in this webinar, I will guide you through selected trends that are shaping the e-commerce customer journey in 2024, from product search all the way to last-mile delivery. With a whole world of possibilities at their fingertips, online shoppers have raised the bar in terms of their expectations. They want a whole array of innovations to enhance their online shopping experience with frictionless payments, personalized product recommendations, and a seamless communication between channels on top of their list. But that's not all. Free shipping, faster shipping, free product returns, and the comforting thought at the end of the day that retailers have offset their carbon footprint too. But let's slow down a little bit and look at that complex chain of events with some actual data to enlighten our path. Let's start at the beginning. Product search. Regardless of whether consumers end up buying the product online or in store, much of that initial research process is done mostly online. This is a practice known as web rooming, or research online, purchase offline. In 2023, 71% of all product searches took place on digital channels, making that first phase of the e-commerce customer journey a decisive one for pure players and omni-channel retailers alike. As competition intensifies in the digital sphere, search engines like Google, Bing, or Baidu no longer monopolize product search. Globally, consumers reported also using online marketplaces, price comparison websites, online stores, as well as social media sites to look for products online. In fact, social media surpassed search engines as the preferred channel for brand and product research among Gen Z consumers worldwide. Beyond product search, social media is emerging as an important purchasing channel within e-commerce, and one that is poised to gain increasing relevance in the future. And it is younger generations, the shoppers of the future, that are behind this shift. In September 2023, TikTok Shop was launched in the United States, marking a breakthrough in social commerce becoming a force to be reckoned with in the retail landscape. Social media then becomes on par with online stores as a purchasing channel for the future, with retailers betting more on social media strategies to drive conversions. In fact, we could see online stores and marketplaces driving traffic to Instagram and TikTok in the future instead of the other way around, and building on advertising synergies between the two channels. This brings us to the second phase of the e-commerce customer journey, and the most important one, the conversion of traffic into orders. Despite the popularity of various channels for product search, discovery of new products, and browsing for alternatives, much of this initial pre-purchase browsing doesn't always materialize in a purchase. In fact, cart abandonment rates are very high across industries, regardless of the device used. Here, it would be useful to look at the factors that determine whether consumers will proceed to checkout or not. Recent data on cart abandonment reveals that delivery options and payment options are an important barrier to the successful conversion of online window shoppers into buyers. In addition, approximately 62% of online shoppers did not proceed with their order because they found delivery fees to be too high. In the United States, nearly half of online shoppers said they abandoned their carts due to extra costs like shipping, taxes, and fees being too high. As global economies grapple with a cost of living crisis, it's no surprise that consumers have become price conscious and unwilling to incur extra costs for delivery. In 2023, inflation was the main issue plaguing the online shopping experience of consumers worldwide, with 59% of digital shoppers concerned about rising prices for household goods. This could explain the rise in popularity of new payment solutions aiming to alleviate the burden of expensive purchases by dividing them into equal interest-free installments. This brings us to the third phase of the e-commerce customer journey: payment. Buy now, pay later services appear to be particularly popular as a payment method among online shoppers across the globe. When it came to big-ticket purchases, shoppers preferred to pay in interest-free installments rather than using their credit cards. In Portugal and Finland, buy now, pay later was the go-to payment method for expensive purchases for around 60% of shoppers. In contrast, preference for credit card payment was visibly less popular globally. The United States stands out as the only country where consumers were more likely to opt for credit card payments than buy now, pay later solutions. Another consequence of the cost of living crisis has been the surge in second-hand e-commerce, as consumers started buying and selling used items online in order to save money. Zooming in on Vinted, an online marketplace for buying and selling second-hand apparel, shows us how second-hand e-commerce became very popular among consumers during the economic crunch. Headquartered in Lithuania, Vinted became the country's very first tech unicorn in 2019 and has since experienced a 300% increase in its revenue figures. In 2022, when other e-commerce retailers struggled to increase sales amid the recession, Vinted saw its sales increase more than 50% to reach 370 million euros. In 2023, Vinted ranked in the top 3 most downloaded fashion and beauty apps in Europe's biggest e-commerce markets. It ranked second in countries like France, Italy, Poland, and the Netherlands. In the United Kingdom, it took the number 1 spot, surpassing competitors like ASOS, Zalando, and Shein. The rise of Vinted and other C2C or consumer-to-consumer platforms appeals to the twin imperatives of pocket-friendly and environmentally friendly, but these two often don't come hand in hand. And nowhere is this paradox more apparent than in the very last phase of the e-commerce customer journey: last-mile delivery, the final stage of order fulfillment and the one that is associated with the biggest environmental impact. Diesel-powered delivery vehicles emit significant amounts of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, and this effect is compounded if we also take e-commerce product returns into account. In fact, estimates suggest the carbon footprint of online returns reached an estimated 24 million metric tons of CO2 in the United States alone. Nevertheless, shoppers still expected retailers to foot the bill when it comes to online returns, even when the environment was paying its share of the price too. In 2023, under a third of online shoppers worldwide were mindful of the environmental impact of delivery options. In countries like Germany, the Netherlands, and Sweden, less than a quarter of consumers were considering the impact of their e-commerce orders on the environment. In contrast, consumers seemed to assign greater importance to free delivery, fast delivery, and free returns when shopping online. A survey conducted in September 2023 revealed that 70% of respondents in the United States found free shipping to be the most important delivery criteria when shopping online, a figure that dwarfs the 9% for those who picked carbon-neutral shipping. Similar variances were also observed for consumers in the United Kingdom, Germany, and France. Consumer preferences for future delivery options paint a more optimistic picture, though. In France and the United Kingdom, online shoppers reported they would like to use more sustainable delivery methods in the future, like electric vans and cargo bikes. While shoppers in Germany and the United States could still foresee a future with diesel-run vehicles, the majority of respondents reported a preference for more environmentally friendly alternatives, including delivery via drones and robots. Indeed, the e-commerce industry will have to innovate to decarbonize and address the climate emergency. Sustainable supply chains, making use of tech such as robots, drones, and electric vehicle fleets, are an indispensable part of the solution. Some of the leading players in the industry are already rising to the challenge. Amazon, Walmart, and Mercado Libre have started to expand investment in electric fleets. In 2024 and beyond, the key trends shaping the e-commerce customer journey will be defined by innovation across the board. Innovation in a highly competitive retail landscape, where profitability for many players will be a zero-sum game. In product search, dynamic pricing and personalization can play a big role in the future, catering to price-conscious consumers using digital channels for bargain hunting. In the second, decisive stage of converting traffic into orders, the growing influence of younger generations could impose a new reality. If social commerce becomes the channel driving the most conversions, advertising synergies between channels will be essential to drive sales. Innovative payment solutions like Buy Now, Pay Later are very popular among consumers and will continue to appeal to shoppers, especially when it comes to big-ticket purchases. However, it will be difficult to predict how this trend will evolve, especially when higher interest rates are making loans more expensive. Having access to interest-free loans without credit checks can increase the risk of default, putting into question the sustainability of such payment options. Finally, in the last stage of order fulfillment, optimizing e-commerce logistics and investing in electric vehicle fleets are going to define the future of last-mile delivery in order to address that impossible trifecta of demands: free, fast, and carbon-neutral shipping. Thank you so much for watching. Every year, we take a closer look at what is shaping the future of consumption and put together a comprehensive review of the biggest upcoming consumer trends to help you navigate a dynamic and changing consumer base. We have linked our Consumer Trends report for 2024 in the description. For more expert insights, make sure you sign up for future webinars at Statista.